Hello, this is Steve Thoele, Principal Broker with Premier Property Group, and bringing you another weekly update on the Sherwood Oregon real estate market. This update will cover the last 6 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, July 24th. So as I always do, I'm going to share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So we'll first start off looking at active listing activity. So I show that we had 11 new homes come on the market last week in Sherwood, down half of what it was the week prior, and not quite a low for the 6 weeks, but pretty close. As of the end of the week, I showed we had 71 homes in total on the market in Sherwood. That's just up one from the prior week, but you certainly kind of see the upward trend here over the past 6 weeks, starting at 51 and ending at 51. The median price and days on market for the active listings, that's been a little bit up and down here. Had a low of 740, a high of 771. This last week came in at 766,000, up from the prior couple weeks. And then days on market, kind of a similar trend, been a little up and down. We had a high of 36, it got down to 24 a couple weeks ago. This last week kind of came in at 31. So, the general trend is market time has been increasing as the number of listings has been growing on the market. Moving on to pending sales. This last week in Sherwood, I showed we had 7 homes go pending. You can kind of see that's a slight low for the 6 weeks. And ended the week with 69 homes in pending status, which it hasn't come down a whole lot, but it has been trending down a bit. A high of 76 homes here, to start the period. So we're down about 3 from the prior week. Median price in the days on market for those pendings, that has been trending up as far as the price goes. I had a low of 728. And this last week, I had a high for the 6 weeks at just shy of 750,000. Days on market, it's interestingly enough, has kind of fallen the past couple of weeks. So we did get up to about 7 days here about 3 weeks back, but we've kind of stair-stepped back down the past couple of weeks. So, even though, the amount of pendings are less, it does seem like things that are going pending are still going relatively quick in Sherwood right now. So the last thing we'll look at is the sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, I show we had 8 homes close in Sherwood this last week. You can kind of see that is a low for this past 6 weeks. And then when I look back over the prior month, or basically the last 4 weeks of activity here, I showed we had 41 closings in Sherwood. That is down just a few from the prior week, but certainly better from where we were here 6 weeks back or so. And then the median sold price and the days on market for the sold listings, you can see what's happened there. Had a low of 606, high of 703. So it's quite a swing over this past basically 5 weeks. But then this last week dipped back down to 665. We were riding right at 4 days of average market time this last week. It climbed clear up to 10. So another sign that the things that were pending are kind of come through with the solds now, and that's brought the median days on market up. And then finally, we'll look at the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the OLP, or original list price. Red bars was weeks of inventory. And you can kind of see it's been between, basically 6 and 7 weeks of inventory. So, we got down to 5.9, just under 6 weeks. And this last week came in at a high of, 6.9, so just under 7 weeks of inventory. So, balance between supply and demand. We have been, trending up, but, still with, less than 2 months of inventory. It's still a very solid market, and kind of still slants, I would say, but towards more of a seller's market, just not a hot seller's market, but more of I think I called it a lukewarm seller's market last week, and I would say it's more of the same this week. So sale price as a percent of list price. Last thing here is that has been trending down from a high of 106% 6 weeks or 5 weeks back. This last week kind of came in at 101. So we're still above asking price on average in Sherwood, but certainly it's definitely kind of cooling here a bit. So So I hope that weekly update has been helpful and informative for you. I certainly would welcome the opportunity to become your trusted realtor and help you move through life. So don't hesitate to give me a call. My number is 503-680-2065. Be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have about what's happening in the market or something in your particular situation that I could help you with. So I look forward to hearing from you. Again, my number 503-680-2065. And as always, I thank you for watching and have a great day.